Well, hello. Welcome to Omar's Garage. Today we're going to be replacing the front brake pads on my MP4-12C McLaren. Alright, so if you've been following my channel, I got the MP4-12C. It's a 2013. Got it with about 16,200 miles, somewhere around there. And, I did the pre-purchase inspection that was done at McLaren Sterling in Virginia. And, so they let me know what was going on with it, if there was anything that needed to be replaced or wearing down. So the only thing, that really, obviously other than the turn signal, which I took care of, the turn signal stock. The front brake pads were kind of low, so I've been driving it. The summer is coming up, or really the spring, and but I'm going to be going ahead and I'm going to be replacing the front brakes, and I'm just going to do a video today on just showing you how to do that. Brakes are brakes. Usually, they're usually not that complicated, but obviously working on a McLaren, it can always be a little bit scary. All right, so with the McLaren, the brake pads can get pretty pricey. I ended up getting some pads for, I think it was like $400 for the front brake pads. One thing is the brakes on here are steel brakes, so they're not ceramic. The ceramic are way more expensive. And for 16,000 miles, I'm kind of surprised that, the pads are worn, but obviously this is a performance car and somebody has had a lot of fun with it. So we're going to be going ahead and I'm going to be replacing that. First thing is to take the wheel off. I think they're 17 millimeter socket, and we're going to take that off and get started from there. All right, so first off, we're going to have to lift this car up. And there is a green sticker here to kind of let you know where you can jack this up from. So we got Elsa down here. All right, so that's what the brakes look like. You do have a sensor right here. You have this, rattle clip here that I do have a replacement in case I need it. And you have the pads right there. So what we're gonna wanna do is, compress these somewhat back. But the first thing we're gonna do is remove these pins right here. There's two of them. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, so we're just going to slide this pin out and just be careful because this definitely pops out. All right, so that's a retaining clip and it sits in this orientation, so we just got to remember that now when we're done. All right, so we're going to be careful with this because we don't want to break this sensor, and from there we're going to go ahead and just clean this all up, and we can actually compress this with pliers. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use just the glove in order to protect the finish here. You can slide that right out. That's what it looks like. And definitely they were They were definitely low. They still had some life in them, but they were definitely low. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to be careful with this one, because we do have to remove this sensor here. Alright, so we're hoping that it's not completely damaged. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll put the new pads in. Alright, so the kit that I got comes with new pads and new pins, so you don't have to reuse them, and then it actually comes with new clips as well. So we're going to use these instead of using the old pads. And remember that one of them has the actual sensor and the other one doesn't. So make sure that when you put them in, you know, these one says 432, the other one says 482. We're going to compare it to the ones that we took out. And obviously you can see the difference. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can install these without. All right, so we're going to shimmy these in. All right, so we shimmied it in. Just line it up with these holes here. You know, make sure, you know, usually it's right to the edge. And then we're going to try to do the same thing with the other one. So actually, I might back this out. Let's see if I can do that. So I can put this sensor in. All right, so we put that sensor in. And it's pretty much till this is flush. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. Try to shimmy it in. This does need to go back a little bit more, so we're going to go ahead with the using this, and we're going to use the clamps again. All right, so I was able to compress the pistons, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just shimmy this till it's in place. So we're going to take the new pins, and the narrower end goes in from the back side. Now this goes in this orientation, so you want this to be there. And we're going to go ahead and put this one through first. And we're just going to make sure that that's in the hole, and we're going to hammer the pins from the back side. All right, so I just hammered them in from this side. I'm going to use this old pin to kind of make sure it's all the way in. So I'm going to put that on the back of that. There you go, it's in now. All right, so that's going to be it for the install. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start on the other side, and then the last thing I'll have to do is break in the brake pads. All right, so we're gonna torque these down to 95 foot-pounds. 90, where the zero's at, it's on the 90. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the center stick. And that's 95. So Newton meters, I don't know what that is, 130 Newton meters. This side's done, we're gonna move on to the next one. All right, so we've gone ahead, I've done both sides. I checked the brake reservoir just to make sure that it hadn't overflowed, and everything checked out. So now I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna start the car, I'm gonna pump the brakes several times and just like until that squishy feeling on the of the brake, goes away and it feels firmer. And then I'm gonna go and follow braking procedure. I'll post, the instructions that McLaren gives you. They're kind of complicated, but these are the steel brakes. So the ones I'm posting are for steel brakes. Ceramics may be different, have a different braking procedure. But really, you just don't want to get on it too hard in the beginning. Just drive it around normally. And but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try to follow some of those instructions. 30 miles per hour, and just brake, with light force a couple times, and then let them cool down. Drive for 2 miles. Then go ahead and go to 60 miles per hour, then brake. And so I'll put the link, and I'll put the picture in the video so you can see what exactly I'm going to do. But that's going to be pretty much it. There's not going to be much more other than that. That's just changing the brake pads. This car has 16,000 miles, so the brake pads, the original ones, lasted 16,000 miles. I got them for, I think, around $400. I think I said that earlier. I got them from England. Don't know what the price is. I'll try to find some, a link somewhere, and I'll put them in the description, and hopefully that will help you out. That's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you out if you're trying to do these brakes yourself. They're pretty easy on these brakes. They're made to really change out quickly, if you're at the track or something like that. And that's one nice thing, I had that with the Porsche 911. So I just want to thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and please remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, and share the video. Thank you. You all take care and stay safe.